Hello, Albin here, and I am playing live game here on the free internet chess server. After a long time I'm playing a game for a video, and in this game I'm black and we have a Sicilian. I will play e6 here. That's what I play usually. It's like a Sicilian Khan. Here I will go with knight c6. He can play knight c3 or c4 himself. Knight c6 allows him to play c4 and to have Maroczy bind. Here I go with queen to c7, and in the next move I will play a6 to prevent knight coming to b5 to harass my queen. Since he did that immediately, I will go queen to b8. I'm controlling d6 square, and on my next move I will go a6, and I will bring queen back to c7. He can play to castle queenside also by queen to d2, or kingside bishop to e5. If he wants to castle the queenside, it's good to play f3, and here I can play a knight to f6 because e5 is not playable now. I will go with b5 and play bishop to b7. He is protecting the e4, and now I will play bishop to e7 and castle kingside. And we have a normal position, nothing unusual. Here I will castle. My plan here is nothing immediate. I will slowly try to improve position here. I'm thinking to play knight to e5 with idea to c7, and then when he takes with the bishop I take with the queen. But maybe it's a problem that in that case he can play knight to a5, attacking my queen on c5 and bishop on b7. Okay, I'm not saying that this bishop is a great piece, but still I will play in between move, like waiting move, and it's good move. Rook to c8 is always good move in Sicilian. Okay, now he wants to go with bishop to b6. This move here, he will play bishop to b6. And I'm thinking if I can play d5 here. Actually I'll play d5 to open up position. d5 is the move that black in Sicilian always aims to play, and it's a freeing move that opens up the game. Thinking to take with bishop with knight, but I know position will transpose. Okay, if I take with the pawn, with the pawn, this knight cannot recapture. Actually, I will take with the knight because I don't want to allow any pins with bishop to g5 later on. So white doesn't have target to pin. knight on f6. This pawn is isolated, it's weak, but it can bring some dynamics into the play. Now I will play. Maybe it's a problem if I play knight to e5. He can play bishop to f4, like knight to e5, bishop to f4, pinning my knight on the queen, and then I would have to play bishop to f6 and move my queen, and able to have this move here, knight to c5. But you see, knight to c5 is the move that I have to play. I have to bring my knight to c5. I cannot play rook to d8 because of still this threat bishop to b6. I will go with this move anyway, knight to e5. If bishop to f4, I have two choices. I can play bishop to d6, breaking the pin. Maybe that's better. Okay, he didn't do anything about it. He has posted his knight on the central square, and now I will go knight to c5. And if he takes, I will take with the d pawn, because then I will not have isolated pawn anymore if he takes. But here, okay, he didn't take. It's interesting. I mean, he's attacking h2, h7 square, but I will take his. I know I had a pawn here, but I really wanted to get rid of this dark square bishop. And I'm thinking how much my rook is useful here. So I will play rook to e8. Okay, obviously he's threatening with mate. If I move my bishop, queen takes rook, rook takes queen, rook takes rook, mate. I can play bishop to f8, but then I'm giving queen giving two rooks for the queen, and I don't wanna do that actually. In this position, I need to protect this rook definitely. Queen to d7 is not good because of the bishop to f5, taking my queen and rook in the same time. I will do like this. I don't think that he should take here on c6, because this bishop is not so good bishop, and this knight is great piece. Another thing is this diagonal against his king. Okay, he didn't take, and now I may play bishop to d6, attacking the h2 pawn, threatening to take with check, and then a bishop to d. Okay, he has a rook takes rook move in between, but still something to be aware of this move. As we could see that knight or bishop coming to f5 is a problem in many positions. I am seriously thinking to play b6, g6 here to prevent that. So g6 is my move. I know it looks weakening, but white doesn't have a dark square bishop, and I think this is playable now. Okay, he's moving his king, and as I was giving him this bishop, I'm thinking to retreat this bishop now to d7, so this bishop is no longer available for white to take. This way I'm keeping my bishop there, and also I have to be careful if I trade my dark square bishop for his knight, and I can do that by playing bishop to c5, sorry, because after I trade we will enter in the endgame in which white will have a good bishop against my bad bishop, because all my pawns are on the light squares. So in that case I have to be a little bit careful. But maybe I can be a little bit annoying with this move. Bishop to c4. I mean, just to play that move, I am not going to take on d4 unless some opportunity to win material. Okay. I'm thinking to, if I could play rook to d8 with the idea to play queen to c8 and to give check here. I mean, to kind of develop this bishop. I mean, really this bishop has no... Actually, maybe here, and then to bring queen on d7 looks more active to play this way. Bishop to e6 and queen to d7, and then to maybe play bishop to h6 with check, and we will see. Queen to d2 played. He's escaping from the pin. That's okay. That's okay thing to do. Now I will play queen to d7. He can take now. He can take on d6, but maybe that's not so bad for me, because most likely I would take with the pawn, and then I wouldn't have isolated d pawn anymore. Problem is only that we would have opposite color bishop's position, which is drawish, and here I play for the win and not for a draw, but I must say that this opponent is playing very well for now. I mean, maybe I missed something, but if you follow this game with me, you also can see that this opponent is playing good game, and I think okay, it looks equal to me, but maybe white stands better in some cases. Okay, now white has is weakening king side a little bit, and that will require repositioning from me, so I will play queen to c7 now, with the idea to bring this bishop to d6, attacking h2 pawn, but more importantly to play bishop to f4. So as the position is changing, I'm also changing my plans. Situation here with knight taking the bishop remains the same. If he takes my bishop, I will take with the pawn, and that way I will not have isolated the d pawn anymore. So bishop to d6 is my next move. Let me just have some juice. Okay, the game itself, it's not so exciting, but there are some ideas here still to show. Not to show, it doesn't mean that I'm playing perfect plan, that my plans are good, but okay, here I'm presenting how I see position and what I'm trying to do in a game. Thing is about improving pieces. I do have this idea with bishop to d6 and then to f4. That's my way to improve this piece, and what he can do to improve his. He could maybe double up on the e file. It could be useful. Also this rook, what I have here on c8, it can also be improved by playing rook to d8 and to give protection to d pawn, since obviously there is a pressure against my d pawn. My opponent is still thinking. I just hope he's not like disconnected or something offline. I would hate to okay, good thing he's not he's still online. Okay, now I can play bishop to d6 with the idea to go to so I'm taking h2 pawn, and I was threatening to come to f4. The reason why I'm thinking now, okay, I cannot play bishop to f4 obviously, is should I really take his h2 pawn, because after I take his pawn on h2, he will bring his rook to h1, attacking my bishop. I move my bishop to d6 or wherever here on e5, and then he has this idea with his queen coming to h6 and open file, and I think that would be a little bit problematic for me. So I think that's not a good situation for me. I don't wanna take this pawn. But what I do wanna, I will play rook to d8. You see, because if I take the pawn, rook to h1, attacking the bishop, bishop moves, and then as soon as he moves this rook, let's say here, and then he has a queen to h6, threatening simply to win lots of material and to even to mate me in some positions. Okay. As we can see, he's coming down now to attack. I will play h5 here to open up the game radically. I mean, we are moving to time trouble both, and we will see. I have two bishop facing his king side. I will play queen here with the idea to take on h5 with check. I know he can check me now. Okay. The problem is if I move my... Actually, if I move it here, soon as he moves his rook, he has a mate. So I will, he has a mate, a queen on h6, like rook takes bishop and mate on h6, queen. If I play the rook king to h8, okay. Now I will take with check. If I play my king here, then he can take here with his queen. So that's not a good situation. Let me see this. First I will play my bishop to open up my rook to protect this pawn. Okay. I think I have to take this knight because it was dangerous. Knight was able to crash here. Okay, he took with the queen, with the pawn, sorry. Okay, king here. I'm down to 2 minutes, so sorry if I skip some things here. He can check me here. king to d7. There is no check anymore, then he can move here. But in that case I have a check here. That's one thing. I need to involve my rooks into the play here. Queen b4 check, king d7, and no more checks. If he plays queen here with the idea to take on on a6, then okay, he's I'll play rook to c8 to take the foil, and also limiting his king's movements. Now king cannot go to this side of the board, and if I start checking, it could be dangerous. He can trade queens here. And yeah, he did that. He's trading queens, playing this is my pawn. I'm a pawn up. This is my pawn which I have to save. Takes. Okay, he can take. Doesn't matter, I will play my rook here to protect this pawn. If he takes, I will take with the pawn here. I think he will take here on e6. Okay, now he can check me, but also he needs to be a little bit careful about this pawn. However, I will move my king to e6, d6. Okay, he wants to double on the... He wants to double on this file. I will play this move. I know he can take with the check. I will block with the rook. And now bring this rook up. To take this pawn here. Simply I'm trading one pawn for another one. Okay, since okay, this one is not taken yet, so I will take also this one here. And after he takes, I will take with the check this one here, and basically game is over. He can actually I will do one move here with my king to prevent his king coming to e5, and this basically kills all his counterplay. He didn't have a useful move anymore. Okay, thank you for watching this game, and I hope it was thank you for watching. I think it was an interesting game, and my opponent, he played really good game, as you could see. Okay,